Hi everybody, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be discussing the psychology of week one of a funded trading challenge from my perspective and how it feels starting this. So without further ado, let's dive in to the different psychological factors of week one of a funded trading challenge. Throughout this video, the four main points I'm going to be discussing are the pressure of the challenge rules, fear of blowing the account, how to manage your emotions, and the imposter syndrome / doubt that comes with taking this type of challenge on, especially when you're like me and you don't really have much prior experience in this area. So, the first thing, the pressure of the challenge rules, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I did feel a little pressure in the first week, but FTMO, as I've stated on the slide, are quite lenient, I feel, compared to other trading firms. Now, they've got quite generous rules in the sense that you would have to lose 5% of your account value within a day or 10% of your account value overall to fail the challenge. And if you trade carefully in the same way that I practice my trades, this is very unlikely to happen. You'd have to be very unlucky or just have an absolute disaster. So I do feel that this is really good. And even if you do fail the challenge, you can just pay to take the challenge again. So you've always got that option. So there's no need to worry in that sense. Also, the fact that you have an unlimited amount of days means that you can take your time with this. You're not pressured. Some firms, to my understanding, may give you a time limit. I'm not 100% on that, but all I know is that FTMO don't, and you have as much time as you need to hit your profit target. I also knew upon starting that it would take me more than 4 trading days anyway, because my trading strategy revolves around being steady and going slow. So the pressure of the challenge rules overall didn't affect me too much, if I'm honest. The next psychological thought was the fear of blowing the account. But as I've just touched on previously with the pressure of the challenge rules, I feel like the drawdown, the 5% in a day or the 10% would be very unlikely if you're careful with your trades. There's also the fact that funded trading accounts are simulated money, so you're not putting up your own 20 grand, 35 grand, 70 grand, whatever account you pick. It is totally simulated, so even if you blow the account, you can just pay to start again. And I knew that if I failed, I could go back to the drawing board and revise my strategy, learn more, and then put the money down again to take the challenge a second time and see if I did any better. So, how to manage your emotions, or more specifically, how I manage my emotions during the first week of my funded trading challenge. I'm going to be honest, I struggled a lot with this on week one. You'll know if you watched my week one summary video that I took a couple of really bad trades that were really emotionally charged trades, and they led to significant losses. This was particularly noticeable when I had my first profitable trade, and then for whatever reason I decided that amount was just not enough, and I then tried to top it up, and in trying to top it up I tried to force a trade that frankly was just not on at all. So it is really important to manage your risk and your discipline in the first week and just overall in the challenge, as that's essential to success in my opinion. And finally, imposter syndrome / doubt. And again, in all honesty, I really did feel a lot of these two things, really due to the fact that I don't have a lot of experience with day trading, and I've only really just started taking this seriously and learning strategies and actually placing trades. So this really was a feeling that was in abundance. In terms of imposter syndrome, you know, it was thoughts such as the one stated on the slide, like only people with a special talent for day trading can do things like this, and it's not people like me who can do it. You know, those sorts of thoughts are really natural. And then there's the doubt side, like I don't know anything about day trading. Well, you know, you don't know anything about anything when you first start it, so just know that these thoughts are natural. But if this is something that you really want to do and your heart is set on, like I was, then you learn, you put the time in, you learn the strategies, you monitor the market, make observations on the market, how assets move, and that will put you in a better position. So don't let the feeling of imposter syndrome and doubt put you off trying this, please, because I was in the same boat, and I think a lot of people honestly are when they first start day trading. Taking into account everything that I've said in this video, here is a final summary of all my thoughts. Like I've alluded to throughout the video, you know, these feelings, these psychological feelings that you'll encounter on your first week of the funded trading challenge, or even if you're not doing a funded trading challenge and you're just starting day trading for the first time or to learn about it, these are normal feelings. You are going to feel imposter syndrome. You are going to feel doubt and things like that. You'll always have an element of doubt, but if your heart is set on it and it's something that you want to do, then like I said, just pursue it. You know, you never know until you try things. And if you take it from me, if you learn different strategies and you make observations, and another key thing from me is you'll have seen, I've talked about it a lot, where I've tried to force trades that weren't there and trade based on emotion. And if you don't try to force a gap and you actually learn a strategy, observe the markets, observe how assets move, you will put yourself in a much stronger position. Of that, I have no doubt. So, thank you for watching, everybody. We've reached the end of this video, which was talking about the psychological principles of the first week of the Funded Trading Challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the content that I shared. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and also to turn on the notification bell if you are enjoying the content on this channel, so that you don't miss any new videos. And stay tuned for more videos about day trading and more videos that show how I am progressing in my funded trading challenge. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.